We are live that we are. I am in a very chatty mood because I've been doing lots of recordings, which has been super fun. And the recordings have been for our podcast, which is called Humans at Work. So if you haven't already checked it out, check out our podcast called Humans at Work, available in all the places podcasts are available. And we've been doing some new interviews for it and speaking to people from all over the world about their take on human skills and the kind of skills that are needed in organizations to really shift and allow organizations to flourish, particularly within this time of COVID. But one of those skills that is required and is super important in order for organizations to be able to make it through this period and also to truly become themselves moving forward is in and around self-trust. And self-trust is a really big topic, and I could not think of anyone better to introduce the topic apart from my friend, and I call her my friend. I feel like she's my friend. Her name is Araya. She's a poet, and this book is called The Call. And I want to read out just the poem that's in the front of the book, and it's called The Call. And you'll see it's all in and around self-trust and the critical nature of self-trust. And she says it far more eloquently than I could ever imagine saying it. So I'm going to read. The Call. I have heard it all my life. A voice calling a name I recognized as my own. Sometimes it comes as a soft-bellied whisper. Sometimes it holds an edge of urgency. But always it says, wake up, my love. You are walking asleep, and there's no safety in that. Remember what you are, and let this knowing take you home to the beloved with every breath. Hold tenderly who you are, and let a deeper knowing colour the shape of your humanness. There is nowhere to go. What you are looking for is right here. Open the fist clenched in wanting and see what you already hold in your hand. There is no waiting for something to happen, no point in the future to get to. All you have ever longed for is here in this moment, right now. You are wearing yourself out with all this searching. That's, if you're wondering who wrote that, a beautiful poet, and her name is Araya Mountain Dreamer, and this is her book called The Call. And I just wanted to read that, to really start to dig in and reflect. I've been doing quite a lot of coaching lately, and one of the topics that inevitably comes up in coaching with people is how much trust people are actually putting in themselves versus trust they're putting in each other. And what seems to be a fairly common kind of occurrence these days when working with people is that people tend to trust the external voice more than they trust the internal voice. And this is not true of everybody. There are some people that are very driven by their internal compass, and they're very led by the confidence they have and the beliefs they have about themselves and about the way the world works. And these people, however, are few and far between, because the vast majority of people are being led, are being influenced, are being programmed by what external people around are saying. And it might be the expert, it might be the consultant, it might be the speaker, it might be the author. It could be anyone who has claimed to have a new idea about something. And if you fall deeply, deeply into the trap of believing those people more than you trust yourself, then you'll end up getting a very skewed perception of the way the world works. I'm not saying be arrogant, because that's something different again. I'm not saying be overly confident about what you're thinking or feeling, but I am saying have an openness to hearing the voice within and to tapping in truly, deeply, madly into the depths of your soul and what your soul is saying. Because it's only through this that we can develop a confidence, a quiet confidence about the way that we interact with other people and the way that we operate. And you'll know people around who have a quiet confidence, and often you might want to be like that person, or you might want at least to have that confidence that that person seems to have. It's a bit like a self-perpetuating prophecy, because the more you trust in your own judgment of something, the more you can feel comfortable that your judgment is going to be a good one, or an accurate one, or an informed one. The more open you are to what other people are saying, being open is a good thing to what other people are saying, but you still have to come to the part where you're distilling the openness and you're distilling the advice and you're distilling this external voice, and you're trying to work out where the external voice actually connects and taps into the internal voice. If you're interested in this kind of a conversation, then you are going to be totally interested in our Science and Spirituality Summit, which is coming up in November 23, 24 and 25. I'm going to pop the details down below on both of these live streams. The details below will show you exactly how you can get in and be a part of it, and how you too can be exposed to 18 different incredible speakers, some more sciencey speakers, some more spirituality speakers, and many of them traversing both of those kind of platforms. And we would love you to be part of this. It's totally free. It's our offering to you. These people are so generous. They are giving of their time and coordinating in such a way where we can put this on for you. So we would love you to come and be part of it and to join our Superhuman Summit group. And in order to do that, you can go ahead and search for the Superhuman Summit group down below, or you can click on the link and go directly onto our registration platform. So we would love to be able to see you as part of that. If you missed the first part of the live stream, I did a reading. It's worth going back and hearing the reading, because Araya is such a artistic messenger, that the way that she writes has such beauty and such soul, unlike anyone else I've ever read before. So do yourself a favor, if you didn't hear me yet at the start, just reverse the live stream and go back to the part where I'm reading out. It's the poem in the front of the book called The Call, and the actual poem is called The Call. So this is a call to come and join us inside the Superhuman Summit.